Welcome, welcome! I am Izzy Noodles and we are back with a new walkthrough, Return to the Old Spire. So of course this is a continuation of the Old Spire and still just as obscure. So I hope my walkthrough gives you a helping hand if you plan to give it a play for yourself. So let's hop on in. Something has changed, I'll follow the dragon. So we start off in water, that's always a bit daunting when that happens, but we can easily just swim on out. And we are at a familiar place. So there are a few changes. We can come through here to grab some flares. And we can see that the passage that was here has now been caved in. There is no passage. So make our way across here. You don't want to stop in this water, just land on this pressure tile and hop straight off again. There used to be a passage in the corner over there as well, linking to the one that's now caved in. There just is no passage, there's just a wall there now. So proceed on. And as we enter this section, we can see a great big hole in the floor. This was not here before. So we are going to make our way down, so we can see there's still all these ledges round and about, but we are not doing anything in this area. The whole level will be down underground. So before I start my descent, I will just grab some Uzi Clips over here. I just passed a mirror too. I'll leave that until I have my Uzi Clips. So just standing jumps from the edge. And then the last one, just do a running jump. You may need to grab the edge depending on how you've aimed your jumps. And there is this spotted tile here. I believe that was a flame trap before. It is not a flame trap anymore. So now just standing jumps back as well. And standing in front of the mirror will activate a flyby. So this is showing us how to get down, so it's still kind of confusing. It's not very clear how to get down at all. Okay. So from here there's a brown tile and a grey tile that I'm hovering over. You want to land onto the grey tile, but you want to try and be as far left on it as possible, just because this is a sloped tile. It's slightly higher just here. And next I need to land on the tile that's right below me, but I can't just do a fake grab because there's some sloped edges and I'll just slide straight off. So to get below me I need to just jump forward onto that sloped tile ahead. So just curve and then just like this. With a twist in the air. And then from here I kind of went to go straight into the jump, but let me show you. There's a diagonal slope next to me. That's why I'm jumping at a diagonal. But we need to jump along the wall and land on the grey stone section that's sticking out. Okay, so I hit the slope slightly. So grab in the air to avoid that. Jump to this slope. Okay, so I didn't want to slide backwards, but I'm okay. You want to jump and grab this. So when you grab this, I didn't actually need to, okay, the main event. We do need to be on this tile, hanging, just like so. So I kind of do the jumps to make sure I get here. So I did that a little long-winded. But anyway, once you're here, climb up, jump back and lean to one side, then don't press anything and you will safely land just here. So yeah, minding this gap as well. So now I'm going to hop up just here just to grab some Uzi Clips. We don't have to because we will come back here later. We can see a pressure tile, but I'm not doing anything with that at the moment. Okay, next over to here. So we can see these coloured roots as well. Here we have some more Uzi Clips right around this corner. And let me also just quickly show you over here, there are some trapdoors. That's what they are. These are trapdoors. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. So from here, we're not stopping in this section. We're going to continue jumping straight on down. So this next jump is definitely not one that you are going to assume. So let me just have a save. Okay, so if I just lean this way, you will see the point on the central structure. So that point needs to be kind of in between Laura's arm, maybe have her arm covering it. So somewhere around about, this is not an exact lineup, it's just a very rough lineup. So run forward and twist in the air and grab, and you'll grab this. So next, just hit this slope right below, again with a grab, and then you can easily just hop straight over this fire. This next jump can be very easy, but later on you might have your hands full when you come this way. But the easiest way to do this is just jump forward with a grab and you will safely land on here. So there is a slope as well just here. If you hit that, that's instant death. You do not want to go in this yellow water. But we've made it, we're now at the bottom, so I will grab the goodies that are in the area. So right over here we have yet more Uzi Clips. I am picking up a lot of Uzi Clips, but unfortunately you do not get very much ammo for it at all. So that's at least 3 pickups. I just have 120 Uzi ammo. It disappears pretty quick. So we have some flares as well. Okay, and just over here, there will be a large medpack right around the corner. Okay, so now entering this section, we will have some more items to grab. Somehow my game tabbed out. Apologies, I don't know how that happened. Oh, she's doing what she pleases right now. Give me a moment, let me figure this out. Are you done? Right, she's done. Apologies, she just wanted to have a dance, okay? Right, so we can shoot this. We're trying to make a professional walkthrough, Lara. Please don't do that again. So we have more Uzi Clips and some shotgun shells. So just up to my right, just here, we have a crawl space. There's items in there, but I will leave that for later because that's a place where we'll need to go to anyway. So I'll leave that for when I go that way. There's some flares here and we can see a gate. Now we do need to get behind the gate, but we're not going to be using the gate to get behind the gate. There's actually a door over there, and to open it we'll need a timed turner wheel. That's what I call them. Don't know the official name, but we can come behind this red curtain. Always check behind the red curtains. And here it is. If you don't know what I'm talking about, a timed turner wheel. And I love the sound of the rain. That's the sound of the rain if you're wondering what on earth is that noise. But anyway, go ahead and give this 4 or 5 tugs. Okay, and then stick to the right, otherwise you'll jump into the wall. Straight through here, and if you are just mistiming that, just do a roll and you're rolled straight on in. So I'm just taking a right to grab yet more Uzi Clips. And that's actually the gate, just so you can get your bearings. But now continuing on this way. So more items here, Uzi Clips and a small Medpack. And very importantly, there's actually a lever here. We need to pull this lever. And we have absolutely no idea what that did. So what it did is open up a door that's in the abyss. So I will get to that a little bit later. So just dropping down behind these barrels just here, just for some shotgun shells. And that's it, let's continue on. We found a really random bar. I love it. So if you pull this lever on the wall, that plays the track that's stated right there. That's the song used in the menu. It's pretty cool, but I won't pull the lever. We'll just carry on. So if I hop in front of the mirror, it gives us a cutaway. So visit the Great Dragon Entertainment. And it's showing us the dragon in the water. We also have another mirror over here in the corner, just by this poster. Yep, that's a thing, with a tiny little Dr. Frankenfurter down there too. And before I move on, we can grab our first secret of the game. So it is kind of tricky to do this, just because there is a very obscure jump switch. It's angled very difficult. The angle is kind of difficult to grab. Also, let me just show you while we're here. This is the abyss, and that gateway, you remember I jumped over that fire? That gateway just there is what I opened up with that mysterious lever. So that's now open, it was closed. But anyway, to the jump switch. So I was saying that this is pretty tricky to grab because of the angle. So I believe a standing jump and a running jump both work, but you just got to get the right angle. So I find that if you aim more to the right, then you have more chance of grabbing. But yeah, it's tricky. There we go. So we heard something open up. And that is right over here. We can now run behind this curtain and grab our first secret. So that's it in this room. Let's continue. We'll have some enemies now. So just... Okay, there we go. That's the Hellhound down. Oh, it's given me the angle again. I hopped in front of the mirror. So a Hellhound, a little imp, and a bat are all behind this curtain. So behind the corner as well, behind the chair, are some Uzis. And you probably need to crouch down to grab them because the chair kind of gets in the way. I'm stuck. Okay. And continue this way. There we go. You can see some spikes have activated over there. We can easily avoid those. You can also see a spike trap in front of me, but it will not do any harm. So to remove the spikes that are ahead, all I need to do is jump onto the tile there, and we can see more yellow water. You do not want to land in the yellow water. I probably should have saved my game before trying to do this jump, but that's fine. So now we can also get rid of the yellow water by grabbing at the jump switch. Okay, so another tricky jump switch, and yet I did it first try. Okay. And just to show you, the spikes have activated behind me now, but you can easily land on the left-hand trigger tile to remove those. And in this room, you can shoot that for some harpoons. So 2 pickups worth. And right here we have the Harpoon Gun. Okay. So from here we have a passage to the left. You can ignore that. We will not be going there in this video. So we need to figure out how to open up this trap door. So coming this way, there is kind of a lot going on in this room. On a first visit, we have a jump switch there. We have 2 levers, and we have a pressure tile. Whoops, I didn't mean to side jump. Wanted to jump onto this. There we go. So firstly, I will pull this left-hand lever. I don't need to. This is actually a timed lever. It's showing us what it's doing. So that's an underwater trapdoor. And the reason I did that is because it will not show me that underwater trapdoor again. So that wastes your time while, you know, waiting on the timer. So that's the only reason I've pulled that now. Now I'm going to pull the right hand lever. This will open the trapdoor that's right here near me, and it will activate a wraith. So just drop straight on down into the newly opened trapdoor, and you'll instantly get rid of the wraith. So I will firstly just grab a bunch of items that's down here. We have harpoons, like 4 pickups worth. So I'm gonna just rush because of my air. And then down in these 2 trench sections as well. Okay, and a large med pack just over here. So if your breath is running low, try not to time it too tight, because we do have to swim back up the shaft. And that's going to take some time. It's not just instant, you know, surface right there. But now I've got all the items, I will pull the timed lever. Okay, so this is pretty tight. So straight on down, turn to the right. There's this rocky lip just there, and just swim straight on up through here. So I will just equip my harpoon gun. So we can just see just there is a sea hag through the gate. So pull this lever, it opens the gate in front, and you see that gate behind me that I swam by. Okay, so kill the sea hag, and we can grab this skeleton key. And that's showing us where to use it. So that's up in the high crawl space that I pointed out. So just grab some air. It can be tricky. I recommend for these kind of air pockets, kind of go at a diagonal angle instead of swimming directly up, because they can be a bit of a nuisance. It can be tough to actually surface. But that's the only item down here, so now we can leave. Just take this passage that we opened at the same time. I can grab this med pack here as well. I could have grabbed it before, because this leads straight to the room which has all the harpoons. But now we can just swim on out. We are done down here. Okay, so back to this room. This is where it gets complicated, so I'm going to leave through the trapdoors just here. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. I need to grab the jump switch though, and that's really tricky because of the low ceiling right there. So I need to turn the flame off. So that's what this pressure tile is for. So highly recommending a save on this one. This is a very tricky jump to make. Oh, and I'm on fire. Thought I just had time. Ah, there we go. Yeah, that can be very tricky. Okay, and we are back in a familiar place. I bet you didn't guess we'll end up here, huh? Okay, so now we're heading to the door that I opened down in the chasm. So again, another one of these jumps. So don't forget to grab. And this time when we slide down this next section, don't hold anything. So just let go and slide. You'll slide straight into the newly opened gate. Grey rocks and these black blocks, the only demons building stuff. No wonder that they go raiding in our world. So this doesn't mean much here. If I step off this block, the writing actually goes away. But it's kind of based on the previous games that have been made, the little imp demons that come and steal stuff from our world kind of thing. So I picked up some flares as well, and we do have a trapdoor just there as well. So just for later on. Okay, and now straight back down to the bottom. So grab this and then let go and jump over the flame. Okay, so from here I am going to use the skeleton key that I picked up, so I'm going to go into the crawl space now. So we can do the roll as well in this game, and here are the pickups that I mentioned. So we have some harpoons. So 2 pickups. And we heard a big old sploosh just there. Kind of implies there's something in the water. So there actually is. There is a sea hag. So instead of hopping straight in, I'm just going to shoot it from here. This is just personal choice. It annoys me when things are in my face. Especially underwater. So Harpoon Gun is actually pretty handy to have. Oh. So when she's at one of the further 2 corners, you can easily just shoot. I keep being a bit trigger happy because she's a bit all over the place. Oh, she's kind of... Okay, wasting them shots. Automatically aiming is what I was gonna say. So they take about 5 shots. There we go. So that's personal preference. I did not have to do that the long-winded way. So, what do we got here? Here we are, these big old lips. So I'm gonna swim through here up to this lever. This is a timed lever. And now we have a bunch of shaking. What is this? We will find out in just a moment. I don't remember if I saved my game before hopping in. Okay, just to be on the safe side, there we go. So when you're ready, pull the lever. Okay, and we have to time our way through the big chompy teeth. So this gate is what we opened with the lever, and it is timed. No! I waited too long. That's why this is, it seems kind of okay, but... Oh, okay. Got my head chopped off. You have to wait for this. That's why it's sometimes annoying. So I kind of rushed my speech there as I was kind of dying. But because you are timed and you sometimes have to wait for the teeth, this is what makes this kind of a tight run. Oh no, I've forgotten my umbrella. Okay, so we can hear lots of rain. We are outside. Lots of yellow stuff, and you actually, we're gonna get an exposure meter. You do not want to be in the rain for very long. So we will keep having to take shelter in various spots. So I might just hit a slope just here. No, I missed it. Okay, that's fine. Under that burner, just hit this slope and over to here. And our first bit of shelter is right over in this corner. Okay, easy peasy, and while I'm here, let me just show you We've already pulled that timed turner wheel that's at the top of the stairs. We have been here before. Okay, so next shelter. Really easy to get into. We actually have a secret as well, so it's very easy getting to the secret. Not so easy getting out of the secret, so it's kind of up to you whether you want to go for it. So it's a relatively easy run. Watch me die, now I've said that. Be careful of this very corner that is sloped. Hit the dark tile there, and here we go, we are in the secret gap. So just run past that, because that's not sheltered. Okay, now the hardest part of the runs outdoors just here is getting out of here. Highly recommend a save, so run to the edge, take one step back, hop back to a running jump. Hopefully you'll land on this flat tile. Run onto the trigger, jump off, straight into here. Might need to roll into there, it's kind of tricky to get into here, but not so tricky to get out. And we have this mirror showing us the rest of the way. Okay, so the next run is kind of on the tricky side. So when you are ready, you can hop the corner if you like. And this can be tricky because you need to hit this tile without doing the falling from a great height animation. Skip that corner to avoid the flame and hop straight into here. So when I say falling from a great height, just as I did, you want to go straight into a running jump. Sometimes Lara squats if the jump is just a bit too high. And she's not going to take damage, that's not what I mean. I hope you understand what I mean. But yeah, that can be tricky just because it depends where you jump. And you are jumping, there's a slope in front of you, so you can't hit the slope. So that's what makes it tricky. But when you're ready, this next section is relatively easy. So straight along here, over to the trigger tile, and to here. Grab a weapon. Oh no! That did not go well. I didn't save either, of course, that's why I died. Okay, shoot the gate, and then run straight on in. And shoot the bat. Okay, with whatever weapon you have handy. I just happen to have the Harpoon Gun. Why not? Okay, so in this room, we have a large medpack. On the table, we have a rusty key. So that's showing us where to use the key. We have not been there. And also, we have some Uzi Clips. And before you leave, you need to pull this lever. Okay, so that is our way back. Okay, so it is relatively easy getting back as well, so just hop to this middle section. Over to here and just shelter in here. Now, I don't know whether to save. Yeah, I'm going to save. The reason being is I need to hop to the raised up platform in front of me, but sometimes you can overshoot, but sometimes you undershoot because of the low ceiling. Nice, okay. So just past the tile space you need to, well, that went wrong regardless. Good job I saved. Okay, so I was saying just past that tile space where I jumped, you know, where the darker tile meets the lighter grey tile, you need to jump to continue a running jump. I did stop, that was my fault. But you need to continue that running jump, so that's why it's important to go into the pressure tile from there, so that you can just carry on one swift movement. And that happened. So aim to the right because of the slope. There's a slope pretty much right in front. Okay. Okay, next, you see the flame straight ahead? We need to turn that off. So just grab the jump switch here. You can do this on the way. And I feel like I did this the first time coming this way, when I very first played, and then I didn't actually need to come into this shelter, but then I couldn't figure out how on earth did I get there in time. So I'm just doing it this way for the walkthrough. Does anyone else do that? They nail it on a first try and then they just can't remember what they did. But anyway, so we've turned that flame off now. Heading to here, this root plant gets in the way. See what I mean? If there was anything I would change in this outdoor section, it would be to remove that plant. Okay, let's try again so it can't get in the way. And then you want to try and go straight into a running jump from the pressure tile there. And straight over here. And we did it! Yay, we are safe. And now we can head back inside. So this is where I will end my video today. So I think this will end up being the shorter video, I'm not sure. But I hope you're actually enjoying the walkthrough. I know there's some people that, while I've been trying to stream this, have said that they did not enjoy the game at all. I enjoyed it. It's confusing. It's good. But yeah, it's confusing, but I wouldn't say that I hate it as much as some other people have. So if I did, I wouldn't be doing the walkthrough. So thank you everyone for watching, and I hope to see you in the next part. Take it easy, guys and girls.